quick blind spot check then, just moving off from the side of the road. As there was no one around, I didn't feel it was necessary for an indicator. And at the end of this road then, just having a little drive around a little nursery area. At the end of this road, I'm needing to turn left. This white car makes it a little bit awkward for getting back in, and the visibility to particularly my right here now is pretty poor. Okay, so just holding back, giving that car time to get back over to their side of the road, and then just turning left. So I've done my mirror checks and my signal. I'm wearing a POV camera then, so it's actually on my forehead. So in terms of eye level, it's probably about 3 inches higher than my eyes. And in terms of visibility, when you're seeing the camera is in the center of my forehead. So eyes wise, I'm actually seeing further than the reach of the camera. Okay, so being careful of this van then. Where this van is chosen to stop, and even worse, where this car is chosen to stop, is absolutely horrendous. It's making my visibility here very poor. Okay, so there's a bin guy. Well, it certainly looks like a bin guy. Could be a workman. Could be a person that lives there. Just trying to have a look around the corner by having a bit of a lean. And then right mirror. Currently travelling at 16 then, so the speed limit around here would be built up area 30. That would be appropriate. After this Astor van then, just coming back over to my left, and then needing to follow the road around to the right hand side. So just making sure no one's coming from both my left or my right, as obviously the parked cars would stop that being able to happen. And then using the center of the space, making sure no one's emerging from my right hand side or from my left. And at the end of this road then, I'm needing to turn right. So a quick mirror check before I move out. After the red car, coming over to the left. And at the end of this road, turning right. So just using the positioning, just left of center. There's my signal. Okay, so there is a car on my right, they're plenty far enough away, giving me more than enough time to emerge. They're going quite slow, I don't blame them. For a car that narrow, those are quite harsh bumps. I've got a slightly wider wheelbase on my car, so it's not too bad. Hopefully you're not seeing the camera go up and down very much because of that. Okay, so anticipating bins then, bin men, sorry, because there are bins out. And at the roundabout then, planning to go left. So I've got parked cars over on the far side on the left. Certainly looks like this van is going straight ahead at the moment. And so are the next couple of cars, 3 of them by the look of it. 1, 2, 3, quite a big gap, so a bit of gas for going. And then just making sure that no one's emerging out. Slightly moving over, just because the Mercedes Sprinter van was just poking out just a tiny bit. There was no one in the driver's seat though, so there was no chance it was going to move forward. Just following this road ahead then. Regularly checking my side mirrors for my distances to my curb, my centre line. Using my windscreen to keep a check of where I'm positioned as well. And regular updates on my rear view mirror to know what's following me. Right, I'm going to go a little quicker now because the gap's now opened up a bit. Currently travelling along in third gear at 28 miles an hour in a 30 mile an hour speed limit. Must be Fiat 500 day. That's the third one since I started this camera rolling. Just to give you a sense of my perspective then, the white line down the centre of the road now is about here. And the curb is about here. Okay, I'm just going to go round this car. Just making sure that he is doing what he looks like he's doing, and then coming back over to my left. Clutch down, gently brake, stopping with a typical tyres tarmac distance, parking brake and neutral. Right, I'm going straight ahead then at these lights. Lights are just changing. It's quite a risky manoeuvre that motorcyclist has done. Bit of gas into second. Keeping a watch on the Peugeot to make sure they're not coming over. Watch on the MX-5, make sure they're not pulling out. Being followed by the same vehicle at the moment then. At the roundabout then, the two, I'm going straight ahead at this first one and straight ahead at this one as well, so I've got to be a bit careful. That car on my left just looked like they were approaching a little bit quick, so I was just a little bit more dubious about them than I was anyone else at that point. Right, third gear, still being followed by the same vehicle at the moment, the van. I think it's BSV or BSY, something like that. And what I'm going to do then, I'm going to turn right at this mini roundabout just for the experience. Down into second. Just keeping a bit of a watch on this second van because they were approaching quite quick. Holding on to this gear at the moment. It's going to give me a bit of engine braking as I go down this hill. Okay, right then, a little bit of braking now. A little bit harder on the brake and then I can release it. And then just letting the car currently engine brake as I go down the hill. Right, mirror checks, needing to hold back, so first gear. At the end of this road where the council van is parked opposite a junction, turning right. These parked vehicles then aren't helpful to my emerge. A couple of them definitely shouldn't have been parked there. Taking the next turning on the right, so watching out for this van because as the stickers on the back say there's someone that frequently stops. Right now I've got priority over this BMW, but they almost looked like they were going to go. Lights on the Polo. They've now moved off. Careful of the Puma. And at the end of this road then turning left at the end of this road. So mirrors has been done, signal has now been done, position has now been done, gear, power, a bit more power, get past this BMW and then back over to the left. Staying in second then, it's quite a steep hill, and at the top of the road at the roundabout I'm turning right. Mirrors, mirror, signal now past that turning. This person here that I'm now following in the Jeep didn't appear to look my direction at all. I was clearly on their right, approaching a mini roundabout. The highway code says, rule 188, approach these being mini roundabouts, in the same way that you would a normal roundabout, which of course means give way to your right. So it's a good job I didn't just assume priority and just barge through. I'd been, you know, potentially getting into a situation here with the Jeep. Just watching the van, it's got lights on, it's someone that can move. At the mini roundabout then, going right into the Haydenwick area. Done my mirrors, there's my signal, sorting my position now, repositioning my hand. I'm going to go because they're hesitating. It's probably because they were giving way to their right instead of looking at what was going to happen and being able to identify the opportunity. Right, quite a hefty bump here. Off the brake now, a little bit of gas. Into second. Taking the next turning on my right. Careful, of course, not to cut the corner, despite the fact that there's no one there. I want to demonstrate good driving practices. Okay, at the end of the road here then, where the lines are very faint, turning right. First gear as I'm rolling in. Okay, just looking for slightly better visibility. I have it. Top of this road then, turning left. Following the road round to my left hand side. Swindon area then, this is a very popular place for learners. It's somewhere that it seems people do a lot of parallel parking. If I get the chance, I'll probably do a quick parallel park here using this POV view. In fact, I definitely will. I'll use this Renault on my left hand side. Okay, so just pulling up alongside, stopping with my B pillar about level with the back of the car then, popping it straight into reverse and then having a good look around. No one there. Right. Coming round. Bear in mind what I said about the camera earlier, because now I can see my blind spot, but on the camera, that's very unlikely. Okay. I'm doing this currently to the way that it would be acceptable on a test, where I'm actually going to likely be stopping across somebody's driveway, because I'm doing it based on my distance. Okay, so I'm needing to get that wheel straightened up now. Check behind. Okay, and then stopping with about tyres and tarmac in front, so that I'm stopping within the required distance. Right, I'm happy with what I can see curb wise. Hopefully you've got that on the mirror. Okay, neutral, parking brake. Okay, cool. And I'm going to move off now. I'm going to pop my signal on, because my signal on this car is on the front of my mirror, so it sticks out wider than any other part.
Like my ears do on my head.
Okay, trying to look as far down the traffic as I can, up the path, etc. But any kind of indication of anyone coming. Got a car behind me now, but they're not close. I can see a little better, so I'm going to go a little faster. Third gear now. Taking the next road on my left, but not the next turning. The next turning is immediately after this silver Hyundai. The next turning is just after this bin. Style walk, just making sure nothing's coming from my right. That's assuming and going. Right then. Turning right at the end of this road where visibility isn't great. After this Vauxhall coming back over to my left. Mirrors. Signal. Clutch. First gear. Trying to see as far as I can beyond this little Kia Picanto. Not the best parking here, look. Just over the double yellow lines there is the Peugeot. Didn't leave the best opening for anything like a lorry or any of those things either. I see that learner car there a lot, parked on the pavement, so not a good example that. Hope it's not an instructor. Wow, look at that dude. Going for it, isn't he? Okay. You're quite wide there, buddy, so you shouldn't really be pulling out, should you? Right then, I'm going to hold here for that SUV. Into gear, so I'm ready. Just minding these guys that are working at the back of this vehicle and anything that could of course be trying to come from this junction. Just a little nip over that way and then moving back out, moving back over. Cool, continuing towards the end of this road then, where I'm planning to turn left. I'm going to be turning left, then I'm going to take my first turn on my right hand side. So mirrors, signal, bit of steering, clutch, first gear, waiting on one BMW. After the BMW, pulling it out, making sure I don't go wide. And then mirror, right signal. Moving into a position just left of the centre line. Right then I've got roadworks, road narrows, single file traffic. It is quite difficult to see. Just put my wipers on. The auto wipers weren't quite doing enough, so I've just adjusted the speed on them. Okay, I can see a little better, so I can go a little faster. Third. And at the top of this road then, I'm turning left. Just moving out just a little bit, being followed by a little van. Mirror, signal. Into first. Over and stop. In towards the curb. Straightening up. Signal off. Parking brake. Neutral. I'm going to turn the engine off. I'm going to